Ah, let's go back in my
Good
chair.
morning, YouTube. Reseller Mom here. Welcome to today's Let's Talk About Bundles with Tina this morning. So, good morning, Tina. How are you doing?
Good morning. I almost fell out of my chair when I leaned back. It felt like I was going to fall backwards. That would have been a great live opening.
Fall backwards. So, as discussed earlier, we are going to be doing live talks, hopefully Friday mornings at this time slot. We'll see how it works and if it continues to work for us. But today we are going to be talking about bundles and all things bundles, specifically about Mother's Day bundles, because we've got Mother's Day coming up, but the information is going to be good pretty much for everything. We have holidays all year round, events all year round, and I think we need to start off with kind of the different types of bundles. I was thinking about that, but we do a lot of different types of bundles. We've got evergreen bundles and we've got like one-off bundles that, you get a bunch of things together and once you're done with selling it off, you're done. You can't source it anymore. And which is your favorite to do?
As far as a type of a bundle?
Yeah. Like I like the evergreens myself.
Well, and I like holidays, but I like evergreens in the sense that I want to be able to sell and make money on an item all year long. Don't get me wrong. So I love evergreen for that reason, because you can then start predicting that I sell, 40 of these consistently a month. And so you can kind of figure out your income on that one bundle per month and then slowly add to that. But I love holiday bundles just because I love holidays. And I start off my Amazon journey doing holiday bundles. So I feel like that's just my personal sweet spot. And I love the big bonuses of the holidays. Like it's the bread and butter on top of my evergreen.
Yeah. Yeah. And I see a lot of people out there that the words private label bundle get a little bit confusing out there when people are talking it, and it does have a very wide catch-all of
gray
things.
area in there. Yeah.
A bundle can be simply getting salt and pepper and selling them together as a bundle of two items that go together. Cake mix frosting, two cake mixes, rice and beans. I don't know. You can make up all sorts of different combinations that go together. And then you get into the more of the private label bundles, which is what we're going to kind of move into for this discussion and how to create those. And they take a little bit more work because you've got to research the demand for that product, everything that goes into that product. Sometimes you need to trademark or customize your packaging in some way and get all that stuff put together. And then you have to do a lot of advertising and marketing and keyword research to get it out there. Let's see here. We've got a couple people in the chat. Good morning, Rich. Good morning, Seattle Glamour. And Rich says, how salt and pepper shakers glass would that work?
Yes, it would.
Yeah, I sell ceramic. I sell ceramic and glass salt and pepper shakers right now.
But I love today. Like, I feel excited this morning. I do, like some topics really excite me. And this topic and doing this stuff really excites me. This is where I excel at. And I feel like this is my jam.
Yep, exactly. And it's definitely where I'm moving to. I've really cultivated that side of my business and stepped away from retail arbitrage and just the constant battle. I don't like, well, some days I like going out and sourcing at stores and scanning and everything, but I tell you, the amount of times I've gone out and found a good listing, and by the time I get it sent in, it's tanked already. It's just really deflating.
Yeah.
Anyhow. Rich says he's got a couple of nice older sets, older style with crystal. If they're brand new, then it's fine on Amazon. But if you are selling like antiques or something, you need to go possibly to eBay. Would be more that style.
Seems like you can fetch a little higher dollar on Etsy with things like that.
For sure. Okay, so we've got some links here. Let's see here if I can go ahead and share my screen if we are ready for that.
Yeah.
And we're going to... Oh, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, yes, I'm putting on my glasses so I can lean in.
So how we kind of start with the research is obviously a lot of it's dictated by our own lives. Mother's Day is coming up. I've got to get my mom a gift. I haven't done that yet. And events coming up, or we see something at like ASD and we're like, oh, that's a great idea. So it always, originates somewhere. And I usually do just a quick Mother's Day gifts. What's trending? What are people wanting to get? What are the top searches? What are the top advertised items? And see if it's flooded or not, because there's been some things where I'm like, oh, I love that idea, but then it's really, really flooded. Like candles. I mean, we see a lot of candle vendors at ASD every time, and there's like 100 candle vendors on Amazon, so I wouldn't go near that.
Can I point out something before we dive into this page? Is when you simply typed up in the search bar up there, Mother's Day gifts.
Mm-hmm.
Right below where it says bestseller and Amazon basics, you see that the first page is one of 48 items of over 100,000 results on Amazon for Mother's Day gifts. So when we're going to try to narrow it down to find what we want to make and what you, the audience, wants to make, we want to get that 100,000 results down to, say, 10,000 or less results. But this is a great way to show you that these that are on page one out of 100,000 results, these guys have a great listing and they're making good sales and they're ranking fantastically.
So let me give you guys some ideas. See how when you pop in here, you now get all these other ideas. Mother's Day for daughter, for son, for grandma, for husband, bulk, wife, daughter. If you just decide to niche down a little bit, and now you go to son.
It took 10,000 results off.
Yeah. Let's see here. Now we can even go more, son and daughter-in-law. These are all 9, keywords.
Mm-hmm. Huh? And now it is of 9,000 results, not 100,000. Now you're competing against 9,000 listings. And a lot of times those 9,000 listings, most of them are not even really a Mother's Day gift. Somebody has just somebody has just put that keyword into their back end, and it could be a pair of, flip-flops.
Let me see.
That's funny.
That's not my case, though, so I'm not getting that one. No, she's not bad. She's not bad. She would not ever drink out of that. She's very, very by the book. We've got a lot of custom mugs here. We've got a lot of necklaces. We've got a lot of wine, coffee, blankets, a lot of handmade. But when you are making this bundle, all of these things you want to have in your keywords, because people are obviously looking for them if they're populating up here. Go over to Google too and do the same thing and make sure you're not missing anything from Google's side. Sell stuff by the seashore. Goodness. Good morning. How are you? So I've already picked out one earlier that I absolutely loved, and I typed in Mother's Day gift bundle. That's another word right there, bundle. Ooh, we've got bundle for church, but I like to put in the back end bundle, lot, set, any of those words that are kind of trending, when people are going to be searching for them, what kind of words are they going to be doing? And right down here, we've got this custom bundle and we've got this custom bundle. And I really liked this one. I liked the display, very colorful. We've got a lot going on. We've got a couple things.
Sells well. Look at all those reviews.
Yep.
1,302 reviews on there with the 5 stars, which lets you know that they have sold hundreds and hundreds and thousands, right? Because you don't get a review on every single sale.
Yep. So you're going to take probably, I don't know, maybe the top 5, and we call them inspirations. And so when we're building our bundles, we'll put all our inspiration links, and then we're going to go through and we're going to cherry pick and pick out all of the keywords. This one starts with Mother's Day gift. I like that better than gift box for mom, just because mother's up first, and that's what I want to trend first. And all these other keywords, I'm going to build my title with all these keywords in it. And then I'm going to look at the ranking and stuff, and I'm going to see what's in it. And my goal is to build something similar and offer it for a little bit less than what these guys are going. So if I'm trying to mimic this one, I want my price to be at $27.99.
Or just to give you a chance to get ranked, and then you could raise it later.
Yep. So when people are looking at this, they see theirs and then they see mine and they're like, oh, I could save a couple bucks and get this other one. Or maybe mine looks better or has more things. If this is a set of 5, then I want to have a set of 6, a bundle of 6 included instead of 5. So going over to here, I thought we'd pick apart this one, Silly Obsessions. Absolutely love it. They've got lots of good comments down below, and they have really tailored it for not only Mother's Day, but new mom, pregnant woman, and baby shower.
Yep. And that can be an evergreen bundle because those events are happening all year long. So while you maybe are going to create something now for the upcoming Mother's Day, and maybe you feel like, oh my gosh, it's not going to be done in time for Mother's Day, you'll still be okay. Because if you make it like this, it can be sold for, a new mom, a mom who's pregnant, mom's birthday, and this is evergreen.
Mm-hmm. This is where I think a lot of people fail, because I see a lot of bundles that don't capitalize on this middle section here with the bullet points. And you have to understand that when Amazon and Google are looking for keywords, they're going to go to the title first, they're going to go to the description, and they're going to go to these bullet points. And that's the words that they're pulling. So you want to have everything in here, not only for your customer, but also for the things that are going to go rank those keywords.
Yeah.
And you don't want anything confusing. I love how they put 12-ounce mug in here, because I'd be wanting to know that. I want to know what the scent smells like. I want to know if the socks are going to fit my mother. Anything that a customer might ask about, you're going to want to put into these keyword descriptions here. Do you have anything else to add about this one?
No, I think that's a great bundle. I love their photo, the way that they displayed it, that you see it's clearly going to show up as a gift with a really fun, colorful box. I like the little crinkle cut craft paper at the bottom, especially if our moms live out of state and we're sending this to them. You want to feel like it came presented nicely as a gift. So I really like the packaging of it. And at the bottom, what I can't see on my end, did they add a video? Because I'm really interested in putting videos to listings lately.
They did not,
Okay.
but that is what I was reading too, is that video is kind of the new thing to help you rank.
Yeah.
And they're not very hard to do. In fact, you can even just take pictures of the items and do like a little montage of
Yeah, I made a
pictures.
video of doing that in Canva.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Canva can definitely do that. Do you know, I don't remember off the top of my head, when it's ranking on the bullets, do you need to have it in any order? Like with the title, I know it goes off the first letters.
No, bullets is that order, and so each bullet point, it doesn't matter.
Okay. Yeah, I was debating if I put the most important ones at the top or on the bottom, if it mattered for ranking purposes.
And one of the things I did want to point out that I spoke to Lucy about right before we went live is think about the types of moms that there are, and for the ladies that are watching, what type of mom are you? What are you into? Like, are you the mom that, reads books? Are you the mom that loves gardening and planting and canning food? Are you the mom that's a crafty mom? Are you the mom that rides a motorcycle? Are you the funny prankster mom? What kind of gift would that mom like? That mom maybe doesn't want their traditional necklace, coffee mug. That mom maybe wants an herb, garden pots, or, so that's where you can really niche down something. So I am curious if you typed in the search bar, planting, herb garden gift for mom, or, what kind of things would come up? Is there anything that comes up for that?
I totally agree. And sometimes when I'm looking at this, take these bundle ideas right there. Do you really want to have a pastel pink with a coffee or wine mug to compete with all of these? Or maybe think of something, what's missing? Personally, and I may do this idea, I may not, because it's just coming in my head right now. I would have a black kind of Nightmare Before Christmas-esque type of bundle to target all the moms that are not into pastels and pinks, because there's a lot of them out there. I would do skulls and skeletons and black and complete goth-esque bundle
There's
because
moms like
mine's,
that. Hmm.
yeah, because I know a lot of moms that would prefer that over, oh, here's a pink cheesy mug. Um,
That's right. And so and that can be your sweet spot in bundles. You see what I'm saying? Because everybody does this, right? So your sweet spot in bundles could be that gothic Nightmare Before Christmas kind of mug. And when I was working at the hair salon, one of my young coworkers was going to have a baby shower, and me and another girl were throwing the baby shower for her. And she was that different kind of mom. It was her first baby, and she says, "Look, I don't want you guys making me the diaper baby cake. I don't want dumb baby games at my baby shower." She wanted everyone to drink alcohol and have a pool party. She wanted nothing that was traditional, yet, there was a sense of tradition in this baby shower.
mhm.
Was it a generational thing? I don't know. She was quite a bit younger than me. Or is it just that, there are moms out there that want to do that for their baby shower instead?
Yeah. Well, and also think of other groups that may not have as much tailored to them. What about
Mhm.
moms where you have two moms? Do they have, gift baskets that honor both of your moms or both
Yeah.
of your dads or stepmoms? Aunts that are taking care of children as moms. I mean, my aunt's raising one of her daughter's
Yeah.
kids right now. So, there's a lot of other targeted things that are a little bit off the normal path. And do they have a market too? Because I can tell you right now, when gay marriages first came out, it was really hard to find like Hallmark cards, congratulations to two men or two women or whatnot. And now it's definitely more prevalent, but it's still not equally out on the shelves when you
And
go look
maybe
for
that's your
cards.
sweet spot. And like when you searched in the search bar up there, from son-in-law, mother's gift from daughter-in-law, if you searched in the search bar, you know, those keywords, those kind of moms, what does come up?
Hmm.
And if there's no listings at all on Amazon, sometimes that's the best ever. It doesn't mean that, oh, well, there's none on here because they're not selling. Could be there's none on here because no one has thought of it yet.
That's very true. I wanted to just address this really quick because there was a question the other day in one of the Facebook groups on, do I need to answer my customer's question? And I don't remember what the question was or what it was pertaining. And we get this a lot in the Amazon world is, do you need to respond to customers or not, or just ignore them or whatnot? And my go-to is, if I'm doing retail arbitrage or, OARA, let's say I'm selling this lotion and somebody asks a question about it, do I need to answer them or not? If I can, I usually will. But if it's OARA, I usually just kind of like, I got other things to do. I don't, people will be like, will this fit in my purse? Well, I don't know. How big of a purse do you have? I just don't know enough to answer your question. And they're kind of silly, to be honest. But if you are doing a bundle, you're going to want to be up and know the questions and be able to respond. Like this one, what scent is the candle? It's a lavender scent. If somebody's asking that, that's cue for you to go then fix your bullets, put in lavender scented candle so that you answer it up there and answer it down here. So now you know that if people are looking for lavender scented candles, you're going to flag for there and you're going to curb those questions because if I have to ask a bunch of questions about something, I typically just move on to something else. I you know and same when you're out shopping. If I got to ask you a million questions, then you've lost your sale. I'm going to move on to something that's better described and presented to me.
From what I read once, and I could be wrong, I believe once these questions are answered down on a listing, for the public form, not the private messages, but
Mhm.
I believe that these do end up adding the keywords in your listing that are down here in your question. I believe I read that somewhere. So I don't know that that's true, but I think it's true. But I agree that you then want to go ahead and add it into your bullet points.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you are correct on that. But like this one, microwave and dishwasher safe. So if I'm a customer and I'm scrolling up here, if I don't see it and I know that my mom can't absolutely hates the scent of rose or whatever, and she loves lavender, I'm gonna be looking up here. And if I have to hunt for it more than like 2 seconds, I'm impatient. I'm gone. Like
Mhm.
I'll be on to another listing so quick. So you want to make it as easy peasy. Do we want to talk about reviews at all? I don't know if I have anything to say. Oh, maybe about this. Can you guys see this? There was a broken mug that somebody put a picture of, and this tells me my packaging needs to get better.
Yeah.
Not enough crinkle in the box or something. That's why I try to stay away from ceramic mugs in some situations. Just, the extra packaging that goes into it and the returns and upset customers. Because basically, if they then return that, you're pretty much out by the time it gets back to you. It's a loss. It's not going to come back in a sellable condition. So you don't want to lose money on broken stuff. You got anything else you want to say on this one?
No, I think it's a great listing. They're obviously doing a great job and they're making a ton of money on it.
Yeah. I like how it gives you more things here and then more ideas here.
Yes.
Sometimes I'll look at these and be like, oh, okay, I want to put this with this and this with that, and then I can go source those pieces and parts.
I think the big part is that what's different about these bundles is they're presented in a box as a gift box, a
Mm-hmm.
package, but not all bundles have to be that way. There are other Mother's Day bundles or items you could put together for Mother's Day, and this would also apply for Father's Day. Um, that don't necessarily have to be gift boxed, but I do see that these gift boxes are kind of a trending thing. And so I do like the idea of that. And if you're someone who's newer to bundles, the thought of like putting this together might look overwhelming, or because I know in the past I would have said, oh well, I wouldn't be able to do that. But I think that I can show you just how easy this can be to put these things together. If we look at the photo on this one listing, you can see nothing in it was branded, nothing. And so these items should be easy to find, or these types of items should be easy to find by simple Google searches for wholesale type of merchandise, or even your local discount stores, like a Dollar Tree. And we can show you today where you can find the awesome boxes and pretty affordable. Not only affordable, but you don't have to have a minimum of 100 or 1,000. You can start off small and just test your ideas.
Yeah, I'm trying to find some wine mug. Oh my god, I can't type. I just can't type. There we go. Maybe.
And I think if you're newer to bundles, or even if you're a seasoned bundles seller, you can test in small amounts.
For
And
real.
now these are the type of sites where when you buy a few, it's going to cost more. So I see if you buy one mug, it's $2.99 a mug.
Mm-hmm.
But that's a great way to test, is to just get there. You could do it in 12s and
Mm-hmm.
just do 12. And that way you can get 12, 12, 12 of everything and just see what it does. So you're not out too much money if in fact it failed. If it in fact does well, you can then start increasing your minimum quantities. And now you're essentially making your bundle get cheaper and cheaper.
Exactly. Exactly. So we each had a kind of a custom. Oh, I'm gonna do yours first. Custom box company. This was Tina's recommendation, and then I just linked the first one that came up. So
Yeah, and this box company is so fun because you can play with what your box would actually look like before you order it. It's got a virtual build. You can pick the pre-done patterns, and they weren't that expensive. They really are not. And then you can put your brand name on it. So let's say I can find all the same items that you put in your bundle box because you're beginning and you're finding some cute items at Dollar Tree, or discount section at Target, wherever you're procuring your items from. I cannot copy your box or your name that you're putting on it.
sorry.
You don't need to be sorry.
Typing typing hi to Nate and Elizabeth who just showed up. I don't know if it's Nate or Elizabeth, but maybe they're together today. Good morning, everybody, and thank you again for
Yeah, good
joining us.
morning.
So, okay, you see how you typed? You were able to type and talk, and I didn't. This is, let's see here. We talked about that one. this is one where I kind of like that you can play with the size and design, and you don't have to have anything really that I don't want to say great, but you don't have to have a complex design. And I would make it so that you could put anything in there, or maybe have 3 different boxes that you could do for all of your bundles.
That's
So,
right.
you want to have one design or a couple of, pick your top 3 colors. I know when painters and not graphic, home designers and stuff, they're looking for a couple colors that go together. And I've gone to Lowe's or whatnot and looked at they have their trending colors there. So you don't really need to really think about this. Go to the paint section and they'll show you like 3 colors that go together. And you're like, oh, yep, that's it. That's going to be my brand colors. That's what I like. My go-to is for branding type of logos and such is Place It. This is another question that I see a lot of people asking is, I need a logo. I'm going to pay oodles of money for somebody to design me a logo. Really, when you're testing things out, you don't want to spend anything for a logo. If you by chance make it big and now you're doing $1 million in bundles a year, you can rebrand and then pay for a more customized bundle. But I can tell you right now, your logo is probably not going to be what I see as a customer and really want to buy off of your logo if you're just starting out. So Place It is really cool. You can scroll through tons and tons of logo ideas. This is great for YouTube, for Etsy stores, I had, one for my Amazon or my eBay store. You can go to Fiverr. I mean, $5, you can get a logo too.
And you
Place
can
It.
make it for free on Canva.
You can make it for free on Canva, but I can't do that. Like
I
Tina
can't.
can because she's good at that stuff. I can't. I couldn't
They
design
already do it
anything.
for you. You know, it would look just like these, but you just type in your own name over. Like they already pre-do the colors, the font, and then you can simply type, reseller mom in place of those words.
Mm-hmm. Um, so I'm just going to go to Tina for my logo needs, and then y'all can go to Place or Canva.
Placeit is good too, though. A lot of people use Placeit, and they're reasonable.
Yeah. For my new warehouse that I am physically moving into, I did a bunch of loads yesterday. Still got about half my garage to do today. I used this one right here because I have to have a logo on the outside. And I'm like, I like the little truck. It's kind of Amazon-esque, and put my name on there. And it's basically all I need is just a file to send her to put on the outside sign so that people know where to go drop my stuff off. So I love the little truck. I'm like, drop it here. My stuff goes right here. But lots of good things. And I love how when you do go into here, you can play around with the colors. So like I changed up the colors to my colors, and you can do that. Anyhow, if you haven't heard of Place It, it's awesome. They also do, if you do t-shirt designs, mug designs, whatever, and let's say you have a wine glass like we saw in this bundle. Where'd it go? Right here. Like we've got a person holding the box right there. I don't know if they do boxes, but say you have a wine glass like this and you want to have a picture of a mother holding it. They have places where you put your file in and then you will see a model holding your wine glass. I tell you, it is really good for landing pages. All of my t-shirts have landing pages with somebody wearing the shirt. Now, I've never met any of these people. It's all Place It people.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
And people like that to see what it's going to look like on and so forth.
Yep. Pictures are really, really big. We've got in Google, when I typed in this, we've got 2022, 2020. Obviously, I wouldn't put these in there, but I didn't think of this, and I will be going back and adding this to my current bundles, is the year. So, current bundles for 2022 going forward.
And if you want ideas for an Amazon bundle idea or a product idea, if you're not an Etsy seller, you can still use Etsy for research, because on Etsy, the items that are trending that are bestsellers, it'll say bestseller right underneath the item in Etsy, and that can give you ideas as well. And so it's like, so where do you find the things that you're going to put together for a bundle? if you don't already have products that could fit a bundle. You know, I always wonder, do I look at a listing and work backwards? Where do I find it? Or do I find the item and see if something is already like it on Amazon, you know? And that's, I think that's a lot of people's roadblock is, where do I get the thing? What is it that I put together? I don't know if anybody out there who's watching feels that way. And if you already have wholesale accounts, start there. Start with the stuff that you can already get, that you already know that you have access to. If you don't have wholesale accounts, search for, like those were mug, mug distributor, mug supplier, mug wholesale. Put those in the Google search bar and start your hunt for where you can procure these items at a more bulk purchasing opportunity.
Hmm.
What made you laugh?
Um,
A candle?
yeah. And this is one like I would take this and then put it on a mug, and then you could do a whole thing surrounding, these types of funny type of items and just get the wording from here, put it onto a mug, get that made, get something else. You could also, hit up these Etsy sellers and see if they could work a deal with you to supply you something.
That's
Um,
great.
this candle up here is $3.95. That'd be a great little candle to add to a bundle. And you could totally message this person and be like, hey, if I bought 24 of these, how much would that cost me? Could you give me a bulk discount? And I have a lady in the neighborhood, she's 20 minutes down the road, that does bath bombs. And she's like, if you ever need any bath bombs made, let me know and I will whip them up in whatever shape, size, color, scent you want.
Yeah, and that's great. And it's great for them too, because now you're supporting another, small entrepreneur, in your area. Snarky sells. I mean, look, it does. Snarky stuff sells. What is that Mother's Day get? What is that, a cow? Oh, it's an egg? I thought, is that a cow
Quail
blanket
egg.
mom?
Like who wants a quail egg? And
I
it's
don't know.
popular now. I don't know.
Hmm.
Crack me. Are you going to get a, okay. I'm going to
I
click.
see the ones that say popular now, but I hadn't seen a bestseller yet.
Yeah, but I got
Um,
to know what this is.
But this is a great way to find people, to find merchandise for some of your bundles. Sometimes you have to ask them if it's okay that you do that, or ask them, will they private label that candle for you? Or will they sell it to you without their label on it, and then you can add your own label to the candle?
That is a crazy, it's almost like a fortune cookie. You crack it open.
Yeah, it is interesting.
I would not think to get that. I did not know that was trending. It is
Right.
unique. I've not seen that before.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm curious if anybody has any questions about bundles or about what can you do for Mother's Day. Have we already answered those without you asking the question?
yes, please put your comments down below or in the chat, and then I will see them over here. I like this one right here, Survival Kit for Mothers. It's a printable, but you could take that idea. Did not see bundles along that line. I'm going to move on over to here. Trending. Sometimes what I will do, and I do this probably more in Q4 because I like to see what trending games and puzzles and Q4 toys are, but I'll just put in trending Mother's Day gifts, trending summer items for your pool, for your backyard, for your kids, for back to school. And, they give you a whole bunch of stuff. 60 best Mother Day gifts going on right now. Okay, well, what are the best Mother's Day gifts? We've got people, doing rings. We've kind of seen that. Um, burlap print. No, please don't buy me burlap print. I really wouldn't want that.
Mm.
We've got a sunshine. We've got a box. What is this? Embroidered sweatshirt. What I love about Mom Journal. I do like that one. That would go fit into a bundle really easy.
It's interesting that shower steamer, that's a bestseller on Amazon. It has come up so many times in my search results when I've searched for various things. So I know that thing sells like hotcakes. Look at the ratings. 22,000. 22,000 rankings. And remember, not everybody leaves you a review. How they must have sold 100,000 of these things.
Oh, easy.
Shower steamers. I mean,
Shower.
I need to get on a shower steamer bundle. This, I'm telling you, I see this listing so many times. Blows my mind.
Look at this. They've got all sorts of stuff. They
Yeah,
took that idea and then fanned it out. What did you call it? Bicycle spokes or something one day?
I don't know.
Where you take an
I
idea
see a
and then you
lot of
branch it
things.
out.
Yeah. Well, that's right. So then, I mean, obviously that one does great, and so let's make, other flavors, and then yes, then you end up with multiple bundles based off your one. And look, these people tested this at one point, right? At one point, these people said, "Hey, let's just try this. Let's send in 12," which turned into 22,000. I mean, for shower steamers, like a simple thing can just go crazy.
Nate and Elizabeth asked what shower steamers are. You put it in the shower. It usually has eucalyptus or something like that that vapors off to help you breathe. It's really good. It's really good if you have COVID. It's probably why it's doing so well.
And it creates like a spa experience within your shower. You put it in the bottom of your shower as it gets wet, kind of like a bath bomb, but it produces like, think of tea tree oil, like a vapor, like you steam that scent. And you scrolled already past it, but there were some candles that were like for the mom who plants.
Yep, I like that right there. That would be great in a little
When I
planting
talked about
bundle.
our gardening mother, maybe you can still get mom the candle, but I'm going to get more of a gardening themed candle for my, gardening loving mother.
These are kind of fun, little oil diffusers. I have one in
Mhm.
a necklace. And I didn't know silk hair wraps were trending. Why are they trending? Is somebody famous doing silk hair wraps, or are they just
Well, I know that a lot
thing?
of women of color, it is very normal for them to always wear a silk wrap on their hair when they sleep at night, silk
Mm-hmm. Okay.
pillowcases. Of course, being from the hair industry, I
Well,
know
that's
these
what I'm
names.
asking you. I don't do much with my hair. I'm bad. So these types of sites can give you all sorts of great ideas going on. And I know you've done a personalized bundle on Amazon. How's that work? Do you get more sales on Amazon or on Etsy?
Etsy for sure. I wish I had started Etsy a long time ago, but things don't happen until we're just ready for them to happen. Sometimes I have thought about things for years, months before I actually just take the step and do it. Um, Sometimes it's like I think it's a good idea, but fear will hold me back. Um, and I'm sure people relate to me on that. Well, I'm afraid to try it. What if I fail? And my motto has always been to do it afraid. But sometimes I just have to psych myself up for it. Or I tend to overthink things sometimes, and other things I make a quick decision and I immediately know it's great and I want to do it. So I feel like I'm kind of two people, I'm the person that's super confident. Yes, this is going to sell. I'm going to get all of them. And then I have that other idea that's on my mind for 2 years because I'm like, oh, what if? And and then I finally do it and wished I had done it long ago. So I'm sure someone relates to that.
Yep. No, for sure, for sure. I typed in just for S's and G's a I typed in Greenbrier bundle and I'm trying to see if there's anything that I can share. Let's see here. There we go. If you type in Greenbrier bundle, you're going to get a lot of different ideas out there. And this is sometimes what I'll look for too. If I have a brand name, Bath and Body Works or something like that, Pioneer Woman. In fact, Pioneer Woman might have been better. Let's do that real quick. But we've got, what do you call it? Cutlery 2-packs. And a lot of times you'll see teams or schools colors put together, especially for graduation, red and black, blue and black. And then on the back end, you keyword it for all of the NFL teams that are blue and black, any, high school, college, anything like that, that is there. that are those colors that people are looking for when they do a football party and they want Notre Dame colors, or I don't know what is trending. Maybe who's hot in football right now? I have no idea.
I know nothing about sports.
Oh,
I was a barber for almost 30 years, but the sports, the guys talked about it, and I just was like, I just rooted for whatever team was opposite of what they were rooting for to keep things fun because I didn't care.
all right. Well,
And Rich Colby, I could shave your head for you with a straight razor anytime you want.
okay. Kansas Jayhawks. So I bet you that's trending right now. I just went in and typed in cake mix with frosting, but you could do the same thing with spices, baking,
Mm-hmm.
anything like that, and take a look at what they've done. This is Dollar Tree. This is
Yep.
I think it's Dollar Tree. It was Betty Crock. Betty Crock?
Yes, it is. That is from the Dollar Tree. So, like, talking about non-holiday, non-Mother's Day, just bundles in general, you could literally jump on this person's listing if they didn't, put any other specific thing that is just to them. I don't know that it's profitable or not. Cake
Well,
mixes are usually $1.50 a box. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to say ballpark $8 cost because the frosting is a little more than the cake mix.
I put $1.25 for everything. You got $7.25. Yeah, we can pop an 8. They're making $5 off of each of this.
Now, does this listing sell well? I see they have 20 ratings that are good.
130, which is not
It's
horrible.
selling.
It's selling several a month.
Now, the good and the bad about making bundles like this, I could make this bundle, but I'm leaving it open for all of you to jump on my bundle. And sometimes, I do that and people jump on them. And if it ends up selling phenomenal, we're all going to make money. And so this person didn't protect that listing. So it is open for all of us to jump on. What I say is if I had made this listing and you guys jump on it, don't price tank it, please. If I'm already selling it good at $23.88, let's all sell it at $23.88. Don't get on there and sell it for $19.99 because that has happened to me more often than I care to admit. I create these bundles like this and I left it open to a person who jumped on it and tanked it. And then it makes me mad. Why did I did all this work? Why didn't I put something in there so no one could jump on it? Because now they ruined it.
Pretty much. And, if you're just bundles like that, you're kind of playing it safe because everything you can locally source. It's all really cheap product. You could do 3 of those and test it out without being out a lot of money. I just went to their site to see what else they got going. These are horrible pictures, but they got a couple different things going on. I'm surprised this one's so much. What is that? Honey and something?
Sometimes those scents are harder to find. Sometimes they're discontinued. Sometimes that is. And Rich, I'm curious why you can't afford that inventory now, because we can talk about other ways to make money so you can buy some inventory.
This one's a really simple bundle. We've got a very popular Harry's shampoo conditioner with a loofah. Now, you don't use a loofah on your hair, right? I've never used a loofah on my hair, but
hey, but you know what? Sometimes those bald guys do.
They wouldn't be using shampoo, don't they?
And let me tell you, the way guys are, if it's a shampoo or a body wash, it doesn't matter which one, they use it for all of it. That's a man for you. Men are not like us where we have our shampoo, our conditioner, our clarifying shampoo, our leave-in conditioner, our detangler. A guy is like, it's soap. I'm going to use it on everything. That is what men do. Guys out there, tell me I'm wrong.
No. My point is that this loofah probably runs you $1. You can get these in bulk really easy. And to do up this bundle very, very quick. And it's ranked 43,000 in beauty there. So really good idea to take something that's already popular selling, add a valued item, a loofah. And I don't know how much the shampoo goes for, by itself, but let's say the shampoo is $23. You're now going to add in a loofah and keep it the same price. Your profits will be a little bit less, but now you're the only one selling it and you're making really good money off of it.
Yeah, I'm not sure how much that shampoo costs. I know you can buy that brand at Target if
Hmm.
anyone wanted to look it up at Target.
I think this is at Dollar Tree.
Well,
I
then
can't
that's a
remember.
really profitable one right there.
I'm trying to remember. Here's a quick bundle here they put together. Uno with Phase 10. Okay, where did we go?
I
Back
see
to the
you,
cakes.
Rich. And Nate. See, I know you guys. I was a barber a long time. I get the male mind and how you work.
Funfetti is ranking up top for 20,000. I want to click on that one really quick. And chocolate is also ranking up. Would we make money on these? A
I
lot of
don't
times,
know so much now. During the first year of COVID, I made a killing on these Cake Mix frosting bundles. I sold a ton of them. But since COVID and, people then started going out shopping again, the cake and frosting stuff is not as profitable and good as it had been.
this one I like though. This is both
Yeah.
Dollar Tree. I'm
Yep.
pretty sure. If
The
it's not,
smaller sizes are sold at Dollar Tree. The smaller size Cake Mix, the full size, you have to get at Target and Walmart.
it looks small to me. Either which way, you can send. I mean, you're making money off of this, $1.75 a bundle, and this does not take much work to put together.
No, it does not.
This one, let's see here. This looks like full size to me. Let's say you only shop the replens when this is on sale for $1 a piece, so you got a $2 buy cost. This
And
is
the
a good one to go.
couponers that are out there, and you get it when it's on sale, stack your coupons. You can
Mhm.
really get the price down. And I know my Elizabeth is out there, my coupon queen.
Ooh, somebody did this one. Keto friendly cake. Awesome. Keto friendly, gluten free, any of those, really good to put together. This one
Yeah.
doesn't look like it sells as good. What do we got? Easter cake. Oh, this one, they put in a little custom, what the heck is that?
By the
Spreader?
cup. This seller, I run across their listings a lot. They put a lot of by the cup branded things. And see, now this is the bundle idea I'm talking about. Rather than had put in the Dollar Tree Betty Crocker spoon, if you get this thing, which is a really weird looking frosting spreader, and put your little logo on it, like on that site that Lucy showed where you can do the cups. This could be your inexpensive thing that you throw in with your cake bundles. You don't want to put this spreader in with taco sauce. So and usually you have to buy a lot of those private labeled things for them to be reasonable. So maybe they sell a lot of cake mixes but this is that thing that keeps the people off their listing. They control the pricing on it and no one's tanking it.
Yep. I mean, theoretically, you could take, their logo isn't very hard. You could steal this and go get yourself some
Mhm.
spreaders and try to get on there, but
Yeah.
that's kind of a jerk move. I
Well,
wouldn't.
and if you put that by the cup thing on there, I'm sure they're brand registered. Yeah,
Yeah.
it would be a total jerk move.
Oh, and it wouldn't be worth the effort to get on there. What do they put on there? Oh my God, that's so cute. I
It
want
is
those.
very
I'm
cute.
hungry. I need I need cake mix. Maybe
Mix now.
cake mix now. We've got sugar-free option. That one's ranked pretty good. Here's another one
Walmart.
with the by the cup.
Do you
That's
love how I
good.
tell you where to buy it? Walmart.
Mm-hmm.
The one I cannot find, which is still doing well, if anybody out there in your state can find it, is the cake mix bundle that I can't remember if it's Duncan Hines, Betty Crocker, but it's the cherry chip. I can't
Oh,
find that one anywhere here. I looked at on Target where you used to be able to find it, but the cherry chip cake mix and frosting looks like it still does really well, and I can't find it.
um, yeah, I've had problems with finding different things like that too in my area. Uh, I don't necessarily look for cherry.
Well, I don't want. I was just when I was researching cake mix just this last week. I'm like, are any of these good anymore? I haven't done cake mix in a while. I just kind of ran across the listing for the cherry chip cake mix and frosting, and I searched everywhere for it and couldn't find it. But
Here's
what maybe isn't here in Las Vegas might be in Michigan.
Here are the top searches. Keto, Dolly Parton. I didn't know Dolly Parton made cake mix.
Yes, I just found some Dolly Parton cake mix. So I just researched this. I bought some actually. I bought some and I'm going to sell it on eBay because it's not on Amazon. What is on Amazon is the Betty Crocker coconut. And I found it. Are you ready for my secret, guys? Big Lots. I just went to Big Lots this week.
Wait,
And
you
look,
have
it's here on my
some?
table. Big Lots. The reason why I'm telling you is because if you go to Big Lots, this is where it's at. But mine only had banana.
Oh.
Banana Dolly Parton. Never heard of it. Don't know when this stuff came out. Don't know where it was sold. We just found it at Big Lots. And $1.59 plus Big Lots has the 20% off. They still have 20% off on Snip Snap. I couldn't find coconut. It's the coconut Dolly Parton that you can sell for really good profit on Amazon. Check your Big Lots. They did not have it at ours.
Here's your cherry frosting. If you guys could actually find cherry frosting and
Okay, I'm done giving you guys tips. I'm done telling my secrets.
You're done. Look at this one. If you could actually find cherry mix, 4 here, you'd make $8.
See?
Like $8 margins on that. That is crazy. I'm gonna be looking for that now.
Cherry chip. I can't find it.
Oh my goodness. And then what was the other one was dog cake mix. I gotta look at that, and then we're gonna call this a day.
Yeah, so if anyone finds it, you're welcome. And send me the link. Help me out.
There we go. Dog. How okay, how many people out there are throwing their dogs birthday parties here? Oh, and we do have a question, so let me read that really quick.
I see the expiration date because I did look at the store. Of course, I have my reading glasses on. December of 22. This expires December of 22 this year.
Yeah, so you've got time. Obviously, you'd want to have it more as a replen where you're going to the store and you're getting 10, 20 every couple of weeks, and not not really.
And I thought, if this doesn't sell, because I'm going to put it on eBay, it's banana cake mix. I mean, that sounds delicious to me. I'll eat it. And it wasn't that much money. And I didn't go deep on these because it was the coconut that was popular.
Yeah, please, no more secrets.
Oh, did I give away one of your secrets? If I did, I'm so sorry. It was only the 2 secrets I gave.
We've got this person doing cake and ice cream mix and such for dogs. I have never thrown my dog a party. I kind of feel bad now. I wonder if it's made for dogs, can we eat it? Is it edible for people? I imagine it is. I don't think
Generally it is. Generally it is.
Okay. We've got a whole bunch of, look at that, Princess Puppy, cake mix, silicone pan. This would not be hard to source. These silicone pans are like maybe $2. Cake mix another $1 or $2, and then candles $1. You're less than $5 into this, selling it for $19.
Does your dog really know it's their birthday? I mean, do they?
I hope not. I'm in trouble if they do.
I stop at putting party hats on it.
I'm sorry, I'm making you hungry. Watch A Dog's Purpose, and they will probably love a party. Maybe.
They love the cake for sure. I mean, I've never known a dog to turn down a treat.
Yeah, don't say that word around here. Or that's there's certain words we have to spell out. That's one of them.
Yeah.
Just like we don't say the robot's name unless if you want her to activate. You got to be very, very
be careful with those words around dogs and children.
I had a friend who did a YouTube, and anyhow, he kept saying her name, and I'm like, stop doing that in your videos, because every time you do, she goes off, and then it's like, ah. Yeah. Same with the T word. We don't say that. Or it's instant. You have to give them one. Yeah, I would eat the cake in 20 seconds. They don't even taste it, really. They just gulp it down. It's ridiculous.
I do that sometimes, too.
Very true. Very true.
I'm ashamed to say it.
So these types of ideas will work for just about everything, anything. I use it constantly for bundle ideas, especially for Trader Joe's, IKEA, Dollar Tree, different brands that I really like, Betty Crocker. I'm trying to think. ketchup, mustard. Think barbecues this summer. What would go together? A couple barbecue sauces, salad dressings. I mean, there's so many ideas out there. They're pretty easy to do as well. But we're going to have to call it today because I got to go get the oil changed in my RV, and we got to get moving on that. What do you got lined up, Tina?
Well, I've got this pile of stuff on my table to list on eBay today. And that's pretty much the biggest chunk of what my day will be.
Fun
Today is
times.
my day.
And after that, I'm just moving. Oh, and my daughter's getting her tooth extracted today.
Oh, good times.
Yeah, I'm like all sorts of fun adulting things. I'm like oil change, moving, and teeth extraction.
Yeah.
Fun Friday for me.
Yeah. Not for her. Poor thing.
I'm really worried.
I'm sure she is. I'm petrified of the dentist and was even worse as a kid.
Yeah.
Petrified.
Yeah, and somehow my husband got out of this one. I'm like, why did I drew the short straw. I gotta go take her. But thank you everybody for joining us. It was nice to see all the friendly faces out there. And everybody take care and have an awesome day.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us.